All right, we are going live. Hey, you guys, happy Monday. Welcome to this week's Mind Shift Monday. And today I wanted to chat about how to deal with disappointment and how to give yourself grace, right? So, for example, myself, I did not do my workout today because I started getting this weird twinge, almost felt like an electrical shock coming down to my fingers that started last week after my last workout. And I don't even think it was after that, it started just on the weekend. Maybe I slept funky, got a little twinge in my neck. And so I was like, dang it, it's Monday. And I'm like, there's no way I can even, I'm afraid to hold on to a weight that it might happen. I might drop it. I don't know. It's this weird fluky thing that's happening. And you guys, what happened today? I totally felt disappointment. So today I want to talk about what do we do in those moments when our journey doesn't look the way we think it should look, and we're disappointed. Maybe disappointed in the fact that what the heck is this twingy thing that happened, this weird pinched nerve, and disappointed that dang, I can't get my workout in today. It was only week 2 of my workouts, and I'm missing today. What do you do in those moments when your journey doesn't look the way that you expect it to or that you want it to, and you feel disappointment? It's going to happen. It's part of life. Disappointment happens. We can't avoid it. We can't run from it. We have to acknowledge our heart, right? It's also heart matter. It's a physical thing, but my heart felt disappointed. It was like, for reals, what the heck? And I had to remind myself that life isn't happening to me; it's happening for me. So I had to redirect my perspective to, okay, this isn't the way I expected Monday to look. This isn't the way I expected this little journey of these new workouts to look like. But what's the win? What can I let me shift my focus to life is for me, not against me. And I acknowledge, okay, heart, I feel you're disappointed, and you have every reason to be disappointed. I'm not going to pretend that I'm happy about it when I'm not. Like, hello, it friggin' is it's just not making me happy. It's frustrating as all get out. So I acknowledge my heart. Yeah, I hear you right here. This is disappointing. And I'm disappointed. This is not what I wanted, not what I expected. And then I had to just shift my focus and remind myself, life is for me, not against me. This is for me. Okay, Lord, what are you doing in this? What are you doing? What is my win? And right away, the Lord reminded me of, okay, I acknowledge my heart. I'm not stuffing it or ignoring it. I'm acknowledging my heart. Yes, I feel a disappointment, but remember that God is for me, not against me. And this is for me, not against me. So maybe I can give myself some grace right here. I can just give myself some grace and going, wow, yeah, this isn't what I expected. This isn't what I wanted. But yet I can still stop that negative thinking. I can choose to stop the negative thinking and realize, wow, I could actually give myself grace. Because the reality is, I didn't make this happen. It's not what I wanted or expected, but it's here. This is it. And instead of pushing my body to do something that's not going to honor it, pushing my body to do something that's going to actually maybe cause it harm, I'm like, no, body, I'm for you. And God, you are for me. So I'm going to take a different shift in the way I'm looking at this mind shift from acknowledging the disappointment, but also acknowledging that everything is happening for me, not to me. And how can I shift what I'm doing right here? I can shift myself to thinking, I'm going to give myself some grace rather than partnering with the disappointment, partnering with the shame and guilt and shaming myself. Maybe am I getting mad at my body? Body, why are you doing this? The old me would have been frustrated with my body and took it out of my body or just did it anyways. I'm going to do it anyways. This is my schedule. I'm committed to my workouts, and body, just suck it up, buttercup. What could happen if I do that? A, I'm shaming my body. I'm guilting and shaming my body, not partnering with it. B, I'm also taking a huge risk of injury. Like totally just like that just doesn't make sense. So I'm so grateful that I got to experience this today. So I'm like, what am I going to talk about this Mind Shift Monday? I'm going to talk about what I'm experiencing today. I went through all these emotions today. And I was kind of feeling a little bit down, like disappointed. Wow, God, this is not what I had in mind. I was in my jammies most of the day. I finally, said, okay, let's have this talk, Lord. Okay, I'm disappointed. All right, how do you deal with that disappointment? You acknowledge it, you bring it to the Lord. Don't shame and no shame and blame in your heart. And definitely don't take it out on your body. Give yourself the grace you need. Because you remember, again, reminding myself, Lord, you are for me, not against me. This is happening for me, not to me. And I was able to give myself the grace. I got up, showered, put my makeup on, feel 1,000 times better just by doing that, releasing the disappointment, not moving to shame and guilt. The mind shift is, this is for me, not to me. And I can release the grace to myself and honor my body rather than pushing it when I'm not sure what all this is going on. I don't want to cause injury. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just going to give myself grace today. And I'm not without the shame and guilt. And it's okay. And I feel better. It's still, you guys, is there still a tinge of disappointment? Well, yeah, we're in process, right? We're all in process. And as I begin to work through this process, this is for me. Do I still feel some disappointment? Sure. It's not just going to magically just go away 100%. But when we shift the way we're looking at it and realize the truth that life is happening for me, not to me, and I can give myself permission to give myself grace, to honor my body without the shame and the guilt to my heart or my body, right? You could drop that. Now I actually physically feel better. The twinge has actually gotten better. And I feel good about myself. I'm celebrating the win. Yes, I didn't work out. That wasn't part of my plan, but I'm celebrating the win that I was able to give myself grace without the shame and the guilt and still honor my heart and still honor my body. That's a big win. So I want to encourage you today, when you encounter these moments in your journey as you're in process with your own life, that you have to realize life is happening for me, not to me. Lord, I release the disappointment to you. I refuse to partner with shame and guilt because that's not going to do anything good for me. And I'm going to give myself the grace because I am worthy of grace. And I'm just going to honor my body, honor my heart, and let the healer in and encounter the healer to be able to honor my heart and body, to release that disappointment and hold on to the truth and my eyes back on Jesus. Life is happening for me, not to me. So I hope that this blesses you, that you don't have to hold, you can acknowledge a disappointment, but you can release it to the Lord. And then you can give yourself the grace without the shame and the guilt, because you were never meant to carry those weights. So I hope this blesses you. If it does, would you share it with a friend? Let me know how this lands with your heart. If you have questions as you process through your own emotions and disappointment, shame, and guilt, and have a hard time moving to seeing life being for you, not to you, as well as accepting the grace for yourself, I'd be honored to come alongside and link arms with you to encounter the healer and just see what healing he has for your heart. Or just let me know, just have a conversation. How is this landing for you? What wins are you getting from this conversation? What mind shift can you make going from life is happening to me to for me, and releasing the grace, honoring your heart and where it was, and being able to keep stepping forward as we all process through our journey. So I bless you. Have an amazing rest of your Monday, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.